Hey Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, welcome back to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly reading for November 24th through December 1st. So last week of November coming up here for anyone with fire placement in their chart and sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this is for you. Thanks to everybody who's been subscribing, and if you haven't done so, please, if you want to, or if you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button. Oops, he's slow moving anyway. That was the page of Knight of Pentacles. So anyway, hope that everyone had a great week. I may this week pull just an extra holiday clarifier for those of you who are celebrating Thanksgiving Day. Last year on Thanksgiving, I happened to be in Sedona, Arizona, and that was, I mean, it's a really cool place, very spiritual place, and I walked into Fresh Market, and that place was just packed with people in their running clothes, kind of just hanging out on Thanksgiving. It was really kind of cool. So I guess it's just part of the laid-back vibe that they have going there. So anyway, let's begin here with Aries, and we'll go on through to Leo and Sagittarius, so you can always fast forward if it's a sign that doesn't apply to your chart. So I hope you guys are doing well, and here we go. Start off here with Aries. Okay, so this is in your past, maybe an air sign that you were dealing with and possibly left. Knight of Cups in your current energy, along with the Hermit, could be a Virgo too. Seven of Pentacles here, then the Ace of Pentacles. Boy, this looks really nice for the week ahead, you guys. Okay, interesting. So you've got, on the bottom of the deck too, you've got the Queen of Cups here. So it looks like you were moving on from something that you had maybe had turned a blind eye to it. You'd been turning a blind eye to some things, whether it was in a relationship or it's possible it was something with business or another family member. And it was like you ended up becoming freed from that situation, whether it was your choosing or theirs, and just free to start anew. You know, I love the Fool card when it comes up. It's the first card in the tarot, and it's just representative of very fresh, clean, new energy. And it's kind of like you just took a leap of faith, very carefree, and it's like just something new. So as you moved through kind of this crappy stuff with the swords, you went into that, and then this is your current week. I think you're going to be getting an offer. This is definitely about manifestation. I think that you are going to get an offer, but you're going to take your time with it. So whether it's something family related or certainly could be a love offer, which generally this is, you know, this is a love offer coming in from likely a past relationship. You've got the Virgo Hermit here, and then the Seven of Pentacles. So you are going to be contemplative. You are not going to just jump on whatever is served your way. So you're going to be cautious. I don't necessarily feel guarded with this, but you're going to be cautious and not impulsive at all in this. It's going to be something where you don't need it if it's not, you know, if it's not worth your time, you're not going to be taking it. I mean, that's not Aries anyway. If it's not up to your standards, you're going to keep moving. What I see coming up in the future is this big, beautiful offer, Ace of Pentacles. So again, this could be something to do with finances, work. Interesting because you have the Sun here, and then you have Scorpio with the Death card too. So again, with the Death and the Fool in the same reading, I definitely see, and especially the Death and the Ace of Pentacles bracketing the Sun, a new beginning for you. So, you know, the Sun is just such a beautiful card. I love to see it when it comes in a reading. There's no negative way to read that. There's not a, you know, it's warmth, it's happiness, it's growth. It's just radiant. It's like you saying yes. I feel like you are going to say yes to an offer that's going to be worth your time here. And with the Queen of Cups, this is somebody who's going to be able to express their emotions clearly, very attractive person coming towards you, carefree. I just feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think the Death card for you is more about an ending to something, some kind of an energy that's been hanging out here for a while, that's just been kind of stagnant, dry, not up to your standards, Aries. That's what I'm feeling for this. So let's see about Thanksgiving. What will the holiday bring? You've got the moon here, so it certainly could be clarity coming your way. You know, maybe you had a situation with a family member that you weren't so sure about. Let's get another one on that. Okay, so this is your holiday. This is just a little extra bonus for your holiday. I think if you had some kind of confusion, could be a Pisces too, by the way. You've got this 10 of Cups, and you can't really do better than that for something like a family gathering. It's going to be very joyous. You see everyone dancing around, and maybe you're not going to do-si-do all your relatives, but it's going to be a very nice time for you. So 10, new cycle beginning, end of an old cycle. Very nice indeed, Aries. Let's take your, so nice holiday card, great week ahead. Glad I'm in Aries. I am love. Be the presence of love. Let the spirit of love flow through you. And that, you cannot vibrate any higher than the vibration of love. So this is just beautiful. I'm excited for you all, and for me too, because I am an Aries, and so are both of my kids. So it's just going to be a really nice holiday, I think. All right, so let's see what's up for grabs for Leo here. Leo the Lion. Page of Cups. Okay, this is in the past. And 5 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. 4 of Cups. Justice. The Empress. 9 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And Queen of Pentacles. So, for you guys, I think you had a relationship that was very immature. Somebody very immature. I actually think what happened here was you knew that they were not on your level. It was kind of like you were settling. You settled, and I think you got burned by somebody, whoever this is for. Or it was like they were never on your level, and so they were always kind of lagging behind you and giving you little offers. And at that time, that was your vibrational match. So what is meant for you will not miss you. So whoever this was, that's also where you were. There were parts of you, though, that were coming into alignment, and when that happened, they needed to be ejected from the scene. And I think that caused you a lot of turmoil. It may have been you ejecting them and going, this is just not working, and maybe you felt some guilt and were up feeling like, what are they going to do? Because they're not self-sufficient, they're not stable, or whatever the case may be. You had a lot of sleepless nights over this, and in some ways, I think it was more them causing you havoc than the other way around, because I think they're going to come back in. Again, this could be a family member too, where you had somebody that did something negative to you, and it's like they're trying to make amends, but it's kind of puny, and you're not really open to it. But I do think you're going to find in this week ahead that things are going to be righted. You know, things, it's this Libra energy. If it's a Libra you're dealing with, could be a water sign, but there's definitely quite a bit of air in this too. I think if it is a Libra, it's going to kind of balance out where, you know, it might be that other people validate you and say, you know, we see how that went and how that was. That's kind of what I think, because with this Empress, and then you've got the Queen of Pentacles right next to her in the future, this is a very nurturing energy, and I think that what you're going to find is, and we don't want to be taking sides because that doesn't really serve anybody, but I think you're just going to be uplifted and validated for who you are and what you put out into the universe, and you're going to be getting rewarded. That's what I think it really is. You're going to be reaping the rewards of good things that you put out, because sometimes I think we can do that for a long time and go, you know, what the heck? When is this ever going to seem to go my way? Well, it will be soon. You also have the 9 of Pentacles here, so this is about getting close to the end of a cycle and feeling very abundant. You're going to feel very stable and just surrounded by a lot of love and stability this next week. Money will be great. It's possible that you could manifest something if you've been, you know, wanting to have more money come into your life. That could certainly be arriving. Knight of Swords, you might get some kind of quick communication, but I actually don't think this is a central theme in your reading at all. It's kind of like almost a side thing, and I feel like it's going to be something that kind of comes out of the blue and might be kind of entertaining. Like you get a text or you bump into somebody, You know how it is, you go out and there's like, you need last minute stuff for Thanksgiving, and then you see somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and it doesn't bother you because you're in kind of a hurry, but you see them and it's brief, and I think it's going to be one of those. But ultimately, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups together. So you're going to just be feeling very secure, very grounded, very stable energy around you. It's not going to be a dramatic holiday at all, and that's in a good way. It's going to be very loving, grounded, fun. You've got Judgment here, and the Two of Cups. So this is for the holiday. For those of you that do celebrate it, you've got very loving energy. You know, the angel with the big wings, and the people are just so, you know, they're in a kind of a worshiping status, right? Like they've got this stance where their arms are raised. And with the Two of Cups, this could certainly be, I think it's just a lot of fulfillment and love around you. I don't necessarily, you know, it could be something like an old relationship that eventually comes back around, but it begins in this next week. Something happens, like you're at a family gathering and they say, oh, did I tell you I ran into so-and-so and they asked about you? And I could tell they really felt like they wanted to reconnect and at least talk to you. Could be something like that where it comes back around. I am open and receptive to love. So be open, Leo. If you're open, it'll come. Life is always trying to love you, but you need to be open to see it. Complete this sentence. I could make it easier for life to love me by... So you complete that. What could you do differently, you know, to make it easier to have love flow into your life? And again, I think we all know we attract where we are vibrationally, you know. So keep aligning yourself, keep clearing your mind. But very nice readings already. So last one here for Sagittarius. You got the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Tower. Ooh, that's in the past, though, guys. Then you've got the Nine of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, Eight of Swords, King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Plus, you've got this Queen of Cups, too. So if you're dealing with a water sign or an earth sign, certainly, you do have fire and a little bit of air in here, but... You know, what I see, so at some point, you know, somebody here got kind of guarded and closed off. And what was a very happy union had a tower moment. And that may have been a full-on, you know, ending to something. I don't believe it was an ending with a rebuilding or like we hit bottom and now we need to renew and regenerate. I don't get that. This was like somebody was not being open about something here, and it got to the point where it was not going to work anymore. It also could have been a fight over money. If you have a family member and you know there was a disagreement about money, this very well could be for you. But somebody's going to just kind of keep going. It's sort of like Rocky, right? They kind of get knocked around and they're this wounded warrior, you know, kind of contemplating and wondering what's going to happen. But there's going to be balance, and this could be you, Sagittarius. It's also Libra energy. There is going to be balance if there's been an issue with money, because there's definitely a lot of money in this card. There is the chance for some chaos and a possible disagreement. If there's an issue with family members with money, somebody might be looking for a fight. And you know what I always say, you don't have to attend every fight you're invited to. So take off the blindfold and walk out, you know, if you need to. But don't just stand there idly spectating or letting yourself get knocked around. I do think, though, for the holiday ahead, you know, this is towards the end of the week following the holiday, you're going to have quite a bit of activity. Maybe you go out, you know, on Wednesday if you like to do that and celebrate and have just a good time and, you know, see people that you haven't maybe seen in a long time. With that King of Cups, this is also somebody who might want to wine and dine you, Sagittarius. So they come in and they see you as their Queen of Cups. and they want to just sweep you off your feet. They're not going to be shy about it either. This is somebody very stable, very secure, very confident. That's the word I'm looking for. Somebody who's very confident in who they are. And in any previous problems, you might even kind of bond if there's some crazy family stuff going on around you around that. May even begin with all this kind of chaos and weird stuff. So Leo and strength here for the holiday coming up. And, oh, this is nice. This is very nice for your Thanksgiving holiday. This is all about family and the Six of Cups. So if there was some kind of disagreement, I think you're going to have it. There's going to be resolution to it, or just kind of putting it behind. Definitely could be some drinking going on. Could be a lot of water too here. I mean, if you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could also be them coming through loud and clear here. But, with that strength card, if there was something that you had an issue with, you might just decide to let bygones be bygones and have a nice time anyway without dealing with who's right and who's wrong. Love is my teacher. Think of someone you care for deeply. Ask love to show you how to make your relationship sweeter and more loving. So look for the positive, okay? There's lots of people that spend the holidays alone and hate it. They're just so empty and sad and lonely. And you don't have to do that. None of you do. So you've got really a nice week ahead. It looks like you're going to be surrounded by very positive energy. I mean, all of you, right? We've got all three of you ended on a very positive, interesting that it's all about cups, huh, guys? So we like the cups. We like the cups when it's about something like a holiday coming up. And if you don't celebrate the holiday, then, it could apply to you in a different way. So I hope you enjoyed your readings. Next week, I'll get out your December readings to you. And I love you, and I'll see you again soon.